up to the atmosphere, which changes the lens. The lens that we call the atmosphere. It's a lens like an eyeball lens. You giving it cataract surgery by staying at home. By clearing the fog and the ozone, are you giving the lens cataract surgery? What's going to happen? It's going to change the frequency and the rate in which the solar rays penetrate to the core of the earth, and it's going to clean up the balance between the two in order for the earth to vibrate at the right wavelength in the fifth dimensional vibrational framework where we supposed to be at. It's all physics and astrology and astronomy. It's all related. So when you clean the filters, the next thing that you have to do is to feed in the things that helps to make up for the deficiency that was there that the toxins create. So for your brain and your gray matter, you have to lubricate it with the omega fatty acids. You have to lubricate it with that. Your brain primarily operates off glucose. So some of y'all might find a craving for pastas. Try to get non-GMO pastas if you can, but do the best you can with what you got. You can't do better than what you can do, but just do the best you can. But you have to make some kind of way for yourself to incorporate this whole light body. For those who not going to pay attention, they're going to have a hard road to travel because it's going to happen. It's inevitable. As Mr. Smith told Neo, that's the smell of inevitability, Mr. Anderson. So, we want to build up chi. And now my phone gonna cut off in a minute because I used the wrong device to do this recording. But you want to build up the chi. So I'm gonna save that one, and I'm gonna do another video on building the chi and the building up the energy of the body. It's a difference than building up or than building the physical body. You have to build your spirit body or your light body as well. You can't have one build up and the other one not able to function. So we got Doc Pittman on the homeopathic treatments for the cleanses. Max Main is on the health and fitness for the fat burner. I'm on trying to make sure that all of the loose ends is tied up and making the final connections on the back end. And when we put it all together, we will create a triangular effect on the body, mind, body, and soul. Before you get your soul right, your mind got to be right because you have to know what you're doing. You have to be able to see it. And you can't see if your mind is fogged up with toxins in the brain. You think you see it, but you don't because it's something on your lenses that's telling you something slightly out of view. So you don't have a clear 2020. Well, this is the year 2020. Watch for the Q9s. The Q9s finna put it all out there. And watch what Trump about to do next. This shit finna be big. It's finna pop like a pimple on the fat lady ass in church when the preacher is a young, handsome man in a white suit with a pretty smile. She jumping up and down. Sit down, Miss Bertha. Have Ricky Smiley come in here and get your hat off your head so you can do us some skits and shit. But these are the things that we have to start getting to immediately. They finna open this shit up. That don't pay attention to the fear. Anything that they want you to fear is the trap. Remember that part. If they want you to be scared to go out your house for something, the fear is what they want. The cultivation of the fear keep the motherfucking herd in the motherfucking corral. They don't want us to know that part. So remember, You stand out their way because they got work to do to clean this shit up by staying in the house, but you're supposed to be having family time with your family. Because we haven't been doing that, the families have broken down. And so, I love you too, fam. You have to keep the family first as a family. That's how we live forever. We come back through our progeny, through our children, over and over again, from grandparent to grandchild. We reawaken and we relearn and we rediscover ourselves. We go through this until we get to a certain point of spiritual attainment that we can teach it to others in the matrix. And we become instructors on how to break free from the psychological damage that was done to us. Breaking the chains of psychological slavery is what the elders told me to do. So I'm going to give you the keys. The master keys to ascension is to first clean your filters. Then provide the body the nutrients that it was denied from the toxins that you just cleaned out. Wait a period of time before you start taking in the replacement in order to get the bullshit out first. You know, you got to get the garbage out before you take the good in. You're recycling. You're replenishing. And by getting that waste out your body, you good. The next thing you have to do is you give it a period of time, good 2 weeks to clean, start cleaning, but you should at least be on 30-day cleanse once a year, at least. And the cleanses don't have to be invasive like people believe. You got to go take a laxative. Laxative is not a cleanse. It's a flush. A laxative is not good. It's a flush. It just runs shit through you with no absorption of no nutrition. And it flushes water out of the system to cause the body to dehydrate at a cellular level. Laxative not good. Cleansing is different. The body will move at a normal biological rate for the dispensation of toxins or to getting rid of it. It'll go around its daily activity where it normally do in cleaning itself, only it might smell a little worse because now you cleaning a little deeper. That's it. You know, you might feel a little happier because now your body feel a little better. Side effects. You know, you do good stuff to your body give you back good side effects. You know, so you want to keep that liver clean because the congested liver is more cause for high blood pressure than anything else that they tell you is the cause. Your liver is congested. We can go all into that, but I'm going to let that for consultation with Dr. Pittman. It'll tell you how the restricted blood pressure thing works by closing off the largest blood valve or tightening it. It doesn't allow the blood to flow freely enough, which causes the backfill and fills it up. It makes it too hard and builds up the pressure on the back pressure, which gives you a higher blood pressure. And so then your oils is necessary for when your brain fire. You have what you call neurons, nerves in the brain. They send an electrical current from one nerve to the other nerve. These two nerves communicate best when there's a oil there. This is 11:10 start time. Description is in the inbox as I step out here in the open air. First thing I gotta do is flip my screen. And then I'll try to do some invites. Now I'm gonna share this video after to UAW groups. And if any of y'all in the UAW group, share this video. So 72 hours is coming in on the close. It's afternoon sometime on we in the UAW International have to respond to the cease and desist order. I know they received the order, and I have the receipt to verify that they received the cease and desist. So right now, what I'm going to talk about is the fighters. And I'm going to talk about the organizing effort. Who can we lean on in these times of trouble? So these are just going to be some of the things we're going to go over as we look at the workers' struggle. So I'm going to do some more invites here. I ain't going to do a whole lot because I can take up quite a bit of time talking about this stuff and doing these invites because I got a long and lengthy list to invite. So for days I've been blocked from sharing, even from commenting on UAW groups only. I wonder why. So I could share videos to the powerful black groups and the mystic groups and all that, but when I try to share to a UAW group, it tells me that I couldn't share videos until today. So I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna tell y'all what time it is. Now, they gave y'all this raping you contract in a time of desperation. That was a perfect tactic by the company on a contract that's no fucking good to start with. All UAW workers need to understand that the contract that they're voting on is worth toilet paper. All right? It's all worth shit. It's nothing. It's worthless, meaningless, and purposeless. So they got y'all down here voting on a phantom contract. Y'all fall for it. They got y'all down here with the crooks guarding the goddamn hen house. The same motherfuckers fleecing the flock for years. So certain people was put in place in order to break the tyranny of oppression and corporate greed. And this particular team had to go under the radar. So what did they do? Pretended to be like everybody else, but they didn't get their hands dirty. See, that's the whole thing. You can walk in the boardroom with the dirt going on, but don't get your head dirty. Observe. Because once you see it go down, you know it can be cleaned up. But if you don't never see it go down, you don't know this shit can be cleaned up. All a worker have to do is get their head out their ass and pay attention. It's real simple. Nobody can force a contract on you that's been negotiated in bad faith. You automatically have a remedy. The workers need to be aware that there was a cease and desist order issued beginning of the week for International to cease and desist with a rogue practice of selling out the worker, of denying the worker the right to be able to trust in trust in the process and the people that they put in these positions to negotiate these contracts for them. So y'all got all these sellouts. Only one so far came up clean. It's Cindy Estrada. I'm gonna say that a couple of more times because a lot of us don't like Cindy. I love Cindy because she came up clean. Anybody that come up clean in their fight for the worker, I'm with that. I don't have to like her personally, but I don't know her, so I can't dislike her either. I can tell y'all what the facts is, and that's this. Out of all the motherfuckers at International, she the only one been court ordered with a gag order until the worker figure out what the problem is. She the only one that wasn't allowed to tell y'all. Now, I wonder why they singled her out. Now, they cleared her, Cindy Estrada, from all the dirt. But every time they talk about the dirt, they slap her picture up there like she the one indicted. But she been cleared, and y'all fall for it. They don't want you to trust the people you can trust so that you can trust the people that's stealing from you. That's the dumbest shit in the world if you fall for it. I ain't falling for it, and I'm telling y'all right now, this shit is a fucking shitstorm. It's not equitable and fair to the worker. I can get less than two shits about them people downtown because they don't get less than two shits about the worker. My whole aim, objective, and agenda at this point is to alert the worker to their condition, to their strength, and that they have a remedy that's already in law. Now, I had to take the initiative to do the public notice. The purpose of the public notice is real simple. If the people are not aware of the fraud, and one of the people becomes aware of the fraud, they become responsible to bring the fraud to the attention of those who are similarly situated. So what's the fraud? The international went to the table in bad faith to negotiate your contract. It automatically nullifies any contract signed. All of y'all are voting in vain. That means y'all just going down there to see how gullible y'all are to the company. They want to see if y'all going to recognize that international sold y'all out. All of the board members who was in on the corruption no longer work for the three companies. They all been removed, terminated. Some of them going to be indicted. But still, y'all workers won't get y'all head out y'all ass and see what's going on in front of you. The writing on the wall. The opportunity to seize is now. So if these workers and the people who work that's not UAW don't read the writing on the wall, y'all in trouble. Because if the UAW sellouts get away with this shit and the people accept it, it's going to be bad for everybody with a job on the planet. That means that the practice of cutting you short on what you earn is becoming acceptable to the people that's earning. That means that if you, being the person that busts your ass for 8 to 12 hours working every day, 5 days a week, sometimes 7, and you don't see that this contract is built on fraud, it's a house of deck of cards. This whole deck of cards comes crumbling down when all of the people realize that they have a remedy, they don't have to accept it, they don't have to lay down, and they can be back to work in a matter of days with the best contract in the history of the UAW. I'm sitting here watching this shit show, and I'm appalled and repulsed at the collective ignorance of all these intelligent, working, hard-working people. How in the hell can y'all not see what's before you? So they print in the newspaper about the investigation. The company is playing cat and mouse with the contract. Here, take this one. No, don't take that one. Take this one. To show the worker they can't settle it. The company want to give y'all everything y'all want plus some shit y'all don't even know y'all need. Mary Barra put there for a reason. See, just like y'all was taught to hate Cindy Estrada, we was taught to hate Mary Barra. Y'all just get your head on top of the table. Stop looking at your feet. Look in front of you. Everything you need to redeem the worker's plight is directly in front of you. It's not hard. Public notice has been given. Contract, even if it does pass the vote, is void already. That's what y'all got to understand. It's already voided because the corruption investigation created the appearance of an impropriety. And anybody that know negotiation know that all parties must come to the table in good faith. If you come with an impropriety already in place, you just destroyed your opportunity to successfully negotiate a contract that will stand. And y'all falling for it. How gullible must you be? Now y'all called me crazy because I sat back and I watched these motherfuckers. Because I realized a long time ago when I first started working at GM, nobody is watching the motherfuckers downtown that's sending us all this bullshit orders. Nobody's watching them. Nobody's paying attention to the people that we don't elect that get these appointed positions downtown. How the fuck they get there and where the fuck they come from? I'm gonna tell y'all again, the only motherfucker came back clean in the entire investigation is Cindy Estrada. And Mary Barra already know that she can't sign this contract and ratify it because it would make her part, Rahu by God, it would make her part of the corruption and part of the scandal. She ain't finna put her name on that shit. And I don't think too many people on the board down there gonna actually sign that shit to be ratified, because anybody's name on this contract